Hi everyone, welcome to this video where we're going to test, swatch, and review Bite Beauty's new Daycation blushes. All product information and links to where you can purchase this online, as well as any discounts I can provide you, will be in the description box below. As always, thank you so much for subscribing to the channel and following over on Instagram. And if you missed the latest video, I will also go ahead and link that in the upper right-hand corner for you to check out. These are currently available through Sephora. Bite Beauty's own website also has them for you to purchase. They retail for $32 each. They're available in 4 different shades, all of which we will test out in this video. Blush Beauty claims that this is a clean, long-wearing, buildable, creamy blush that's easy to apply and blends seamlessly for a shimmery, luminous, just got back from vacation glow. So we know that it's a cream formula. They claim it's supposed to be easy to use and that it blends smoothly. So we will definitely be paying attention to that. They also say that it's supposed to be long wearing, so we'll pay attention to that also. When it comes to the ingredients in this blush, I don't see anything super problematic. I don't see any fragrance that's been added or any drying alcohols, which is great. And in terms of application tips, the company suggests that you squeeze out the product and that you dab a small amount onto your fingertips and then blend that into the cheeks. They also claim that it can be used on the eyelids. We're going to concentrate on using these as blushes in this video. So they come in these really pale, kind of nudie colored boxes, and the color is sort of suggested on the sticker on the side. For the price, you're going to get 10 milliliters or 0.33 fluid ounces of product, and these are vegan products. The actual packaging of the product is what I think caught a lot of people's eyes. You have this kind of flat but domed disc, kind of like a pill shaped almost. You have to remove this sticker first, which unfortunately will remove the color, and thereafter you won't know what the color of the blush is if you have multiples of these, unless you somehow kind of keep this sticker somewhere. I wish that they had at least put the name on the bottom or somewhere else on the packaging, but you twist it open and this is what the packaging looks like. And then you're gonna squeeze the bottom to push the product out. All right, we're gonna start with Watermelon Marg, described as a light pink pearl. This has a very dusty light pink quality to it, with a bit of shimmer that you can see. Next up is Coconut Rum. This is described as a luminous warm bronze, a lot shimmerier in finish. Beautiful color here. And so far they do seem to be blending out pretty smoothly. Third up is Melon Mojito, described as a glowing peach. Again, pretty apparent metallic glow to this color. But with the previous color, after the product dried down onto the skin, that luminous glow or the metallic finish definitely settled down. And I feel like the same thing is happening with this shade too. And last shade up is Hibiscus Slush. And this is described as a radiant berry shade. Maybe not quite as a metallic sheen as the middle 2 shades. Yeah, definitely more subtle even from the beginning. Nice strong color. Again, seems to blend pretty smoothly. All right, so here are the blushes with just one layer applied. You can see the color and sort of the finishes up close. I'm gonna go ahead and, since they say they're buildable, add more product on top just to see if they remain smooth, how much the color intensifies. They do have a little bit of that moussey texture to them, so I feel like there might be a small chance of that texture showing, but seem to layer okay so far. Coconut rum is next. The metallic sheen makes this look kind of weird. I can't really tell if it's lifting the layer underneath just yet. Let's let it set and then take a look. Oh, I think it worked pretty well. And yes, I know that the directions say dabbing. For swatches, I'm gonna probably use a mixture of them, and then when I apply them to my face, I'll use different techniques too. But that actually looks pretty smooth on the skin there. Melon Mojito next, and then I'll go ahead and just put down hibiscus slush. And blend those out. All right, so there is the blush product layered up. Pretty impressed. Doesn't seem to be any significant visual lifting or creation of too much patchiness. Maybe a little bit with these two deepest, brightest shades, which is kind of to be expected. But let's go ahead. We'll do a swipe test. Yeah, they dry down. And they stick to the skin pretty darn well here. So that's a good sign for the longevity of the formula. Let's go ahead and put them on the face, see how they perform. All right, so because I want to test this in a couple different environments, I have applied foundation, just like a cream liquid foundation on the left side of my face, your right side. And then on this side, I just have my skincare. I don't even have sunscreen on just because it's early and I'm staying inside for now. So let's go ahead. I'll use my fingers for both types since that's specifically what is suggested, and we'll try out a couple of different shades also. So on my bare side, no foundation, I'm gonna do hibiscus slush. So they say to just dispense an amount, dab onto the fingertips, and then use that to blend it into the skin. Now, initially, I was impressed with the swatches in terms of how they seemed to be applying pretty smoothly, but of course the skin on your face is a little different from the skin on arm swatches. For the most part, they stay pretty consistent, but with products like this, like cream products, there's where I find the most difference between swatches, just in my experience, and oh boy, and applying to the face. Look at how much that is pilling. Yeah, it is so uneven. You know what I think it probably partly is that this blush does dry down and kind of set. So I think that that's creating, even trying to blend it out in circular motions like I did in the swatches is not really helping. I feel like that setting formulation kind of is messing this up in terms of blending this out. So I hope you can see up close how patchy this is. Now, of course, part of that is when you get brighter and deeper shades, that's going to be more apparent, but definitely not a nice finish there. Let me see if using a synthetic brush can salvage this at all, just to see if the finger application is not necessarily the best way. don't know if this is curing this. Because if the dry down is part of the issue, then you might want to actually try using a brush like this. Oof, but I don't know. This isn't really working either. Yeah, you can see this completely bald spot in the middle there. Not good at all. All right, let's see if over foundation is any better, and we'll try to go with the most forgiving shade, which is the Watermelon Marg shade on this side. I'm gonna try to go quickly. It's hard to tell if there's any patchiness because it's hard to see the color on the skin. So I'm going to go in with another layer. It's hard for me to see the color. I can sort of see the sheen. And I feel like on camera you may actually be able to see it better than I'm able to see it just under these lights. I'm gonna remove this blush here, and let's see if just going straight in with a brush like this will help with the patchy application. All right, so I've reapplied moisturizer in this area and let it just kind of set and dry in. I'm gonna go straight in with the brush, and the shade, I'm going to switch that up too. I'm going to try the Melon Mojito shade. I'm going to use buffing and dabbing motion. At first I thought, ooh, this might be a good solution. And I definitely think it's better than finger application. So that's good. Still kind of patchy, especially along this hairline here. I can show you a little up close. All right, after letting that set, let's go in with a little more product, see if it layers, because even now, this color was pretty apparent in the swatches, but this is a pretty sheer level of color right now. I mean, even before giving you my concluding thoughts, I can say that the claim that these are easy to use, don't think I would agree with that one. But definitely a much smoother layering with a brush this time around. So again, maybe not the most seamless, but much happier with that finish than when we tried to layer with the fingers. And what the heck, since I can't even really see this watermelon shade here, let's go ahead and layer with the brush the Coconut Rum shade and see how that looks. And since we're layering on top of the same formula, we can also test that out. Yeah, I like, wow, that looks a lot better than the other shades that we did on this cheek. This is a beautiful bronzy shade. And I actually like these two specific colors layered on top because you get that bronze look with a hint of the pink underneath. Okay, so a practical thing is I feel like I squeezed out too much product here, but you can't really, you know, with tubes you can kind of suck in the product if you pressed out too much, but can't really do that with this packaging here. But I'm definitely much happier with the finish with the brush. And what the heck, I'm gonna go ahead and put the Coconut Rum shade on my lids just for doing it because they say you can. I mean, it's fine. I'd rather just use a real cream eyeshadow. But maybe if you want more of a sheer wash of color, yeah, it looks pretty. Now that I've switched my lighting and kind of the angle of my mirror, you know, it's not the worst with the brush application, but it's just not, it's not super seamless. And definitely on this side, ugh, the finger application I think is not the way to go. Normally I would do like a wear test throughout the day. I think I'm gonna give you my thoughts now just because this blush is really expensive. $35 and you don't even get an ounce of product. No, $32, doesn't matter. More than $30 for a third of an ounce. That's too much. In addition, although I love the way that this packaging looks, very unique, very different, which I always appreciate, and honestly quite travel friendly because the shape of it makes it very compact, which is great. But this packaging is pretty impractical to help be able to control how much product you get. And if you, like I said, squeeze out too much, not being able to get the product back in. And also, you're not going to, even with the only third of an ounce that you are given, you're not going to be able, the way that the stiffness of the plastic and the way this is shaped, you are not going to be able to use all third of an ounce of the product because the cream, the thickness of the cream texture is going to stick to the walls of this. You're not going to be able to squeeze out and utilize all the product that you paid for, as little as that amount might be. So I don't think I can recommend this kind of in any circumstance. I mean, if anything, maybe the coconut rum shade, because it is quite versatile, it looks really beautiful. You can use it on the lids for more of a bronzing, you know, overall look. But I don't know. I can't say that for the price, the fickleness of the application, would I say that this is the cream blush out there on the market that you should run out to buy? Absolutely not. You can get ones from Milani that are fantastic. You can go see my videos on the Milani, either the cream blushes or they have other ones that I think are more in tubes. I'll try to link them in the upper right hand corner for you to check out. Much more affordable, a lot more product, a lot easier to use. And there are countless ones like that on the market. e.l.f. has a lot of nice cream blushes. So I don't know. Sorry, Bite. Looks pretty cool, but can't say that the innovative look of the packaging is worth the price point and the lacking in certain aspects of the quality of the formula for this. So I hope you enjoyed. If you have a different experience with these or you've figured out how to really make it easy to apply and look seamless, please share them in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.